What's going on there, folks? All right, I just want to give a quick update on probably my favorite, it definitely is my favorite gas can. This is from a company called FUELWORX. All right, really a great can, and the main reason why I like it so much is basically because of their spout here. I think they call it fast flow technology, but that's really the number one selling point. The amount of fuel that you can get, into your mower, car, whatever you're trying to do, or whatever you're trying to fuel. That's what makes this such a great can. And it says, I think with this will do 5 gallons in 60 seconds. That's pretty accurate, guys. And what I really like about it, and why it's my favorite can, is because obviously most people are going to be using this to fill, even like generators and stuff like that. But with mowers, or at least with my mowers anyway, what's great about it is, your plastic cylinder where you're putting the gas in your gas tank. This kind of leans on the edge, right? So you never even really have to press this. You just push down on the can and it kind of engages this. Okay, and if you want to let it come out slow, right, maybe you're doing a push mower, you don't really, because I'll tell you, this will release around a gallon of gas in like 15 seconds. All right, 10-15 seconds. So obviously you might not need to press your little vent button there, but for mowers that have 5-6 gallon tanks, this will fill it up, in 30 seconds, right? I mean, I using my Hustler right now. It's only got a 3 gallon tank. I mean, in 15 seconds, 20 seconds, I got, 1.5, 2 gallons in my mower. And that's usually what I like to keep it at. Maybe a little bit more, 2.5 tops. So, but one thing I wanted to tell you about with it, and FUELWORX sent me this, by the way. I'm sure many of you know that if you are watching this, because you probably saw my review on it. Now, I'm sure this is from the expanding of the gas can. Kind of happens with a lot. Another popular can out there. What the heck's it called? It's not the no spill. Oh, man. Well, whatever one it is. It really, it being in the hot trailer, I mean, this can would expand, well, not expand, it would literally, I still have a dent in it that never kind of recovered. That's how much, the tank kind of inverted in, and it goes in and out if you don't, that's why it's really good, even with anyone, obviously with this, just press this every once in a while, you'll let some air out and stuff like that. But I'm trying to think of the name of that gas can. I'm sure I'm going to get 100 comments. Oh, it's this can. But this is that molded rib cage. All right, and as you can see, I did want to let you know, if you do kind of get this issue, all right, obviously it's nothing major. This is really just a plastic molding, kind of, because this is also stackable, so this kind of gives the the plastic some extra protection. This is where a lot of the I don't really stack this too much. I really should, but I don't. For some reason, I kind of just throw it in my trailer. But I do use the 5 gallon as well. This is mixed right here, so I would be reviewing the 5 gallon because that's the one I use a lot. But that one I didn't have this issue with, so I do want to let you know. If you have this, really not a big deal. Obviously, get a little mallet or something and bang it back in. I could probably do it with my hand right here, or I can probably slam it down. Well, actually, I can't, because it's hitting this part. But not a big deal. Again, it's probably from the expanding of the tank. I would like to take it out and show you, actually. See how thick this is. Can I get it out? No, I can't get it out. But as you can see, there's little holes with some notches in there. So that's kind of how it connects to the actual can. But, you know, listen, not a big deal. But if you do run across this, and obviously I did review this, and I want to let you guys know about certain things with this can, because I'm again, in my opinion, I think it's the best can out there. You know, not saying the no spill is not a fine can. The thing I don't like about the no spill, the 2 gallon is, or the 2.5 gallon is basically garbage. There's no back handle. So, I mean, it's very uncomfortable to put gas in, especially small equipment, you know, trimmers, blowers, you know, stuff like that. So get rid of that. The 5 gallons is fine. And, you know, it is probably around $10 cheaper than this. But I think with all the features of the FUELWORX, you know, I think it's, you know, obviously this is the main selling point. There's nothing like it. They, you know, anything else besides this is all kind of gravy. And it's a very solid can. I haven't had any issues with it. You know, obviously this is stackable too. That's another great feature of it. So not only are you getting, you know, that fast flow technology, which, I mean, is such a time saver. And it has, you know, Viton seals. All right. So it's I think, you know, obviously, you know, technology with everything. Everything new that's coming out. It's made in the USA, by the way. But this is nothing to be crazy about. But again, I'm kind of just letting you know. Someone asked me to do an update on the FUELWORX a while ago. I was like, it's definitely towards the end of the season, but this happened around a week ago, so I kind of kept this like this. But again, well, you got, there's some notches in there, you know, just get a little hammer and hammer it back in, you'll be fine. But everything is labeled here too. It's just a really, you know, clear you know, specs here to let you know where the gas is. Maybe you only want to put 1.5 gallons in. You know, you don't use your gas powered stuff anymore. You don't want it sitting, you know, it just, I think all around, you know, and everyone has their own favorites, guys. So, you know, if you are a no spill fan, which I think besides this, you know, I was a big no spill fan till this came out. Now, again, really only because of the 5 gallon. I can't think of that other darn company. You know, they had that crazy little spout there. They have like a 2 gallon. It's kind of weird. So it messes me up with my mix, because they don't really sell. I think it's not even. I think it's like 2.25. I don't. It's something weird. Instead of having a 2.5, they decided to do something weird. That's really the only shady part. But you know what's great about this can is every can is really designed the same way. So, you know, you're always going to have a back handle, you're always going to have a top handle, and obviously you're always going to have this spout. You know, no spill, you got no back handle on the 2.5, but on the 5 you do, right? So, and the other ones, the other one that's very popular, I'm sorry guys, I can't think of the name of it, but again, that gas can had some of the crazy, I still have a huge dent in it. You know, the trailers get very hot during the summer, especially this summer. This has been like no summer I've seen in a long time here in the Northeast. But that thing would retract and expand like you would not believe. It would either be like a, you know, 9-month pregnant woman, or totally inverted to a point where it's absolutely insane. And I did a video on that if you want to check it out on Supreme. But you probably were like, yeah, what the hell gas can are you talking about? So I'm going to look it up. I'll be right back. All right, it's the Sure Can. So you got the Sure Can and the no spill. They're probably the two top gas cans by lawn care people. Now FUELWORX getting real popular. I do know a couple people that are using the FUELWORX. Again, you know, listen, you're paying a premium for it, and it's all because of this nozzle. All right, the spout. I mean, you know, you got some nice seals in here, the best you can get. But if you're looking, you know, to really move fuel quickly into your car, mower, generator, you know, there's nothing like this. You know, with the no spill, you got to kind of press that button. It's, you know, you don't realize till something new comes out how much, you know, this newer stuff, newer tech, anything new is usually better than old, right? Let's be honest. But how much more awesome this gas can is. But the Sure Can is also, I think this is actually cheaper than the Sure Can. So you kind of have the no spill, the FUELWORX, and then the Sure Can. But I would get this over the Sure Can in a hot second, only because there's just too many parts that can go wrong. I know a lot of people have had issues with leaking. I kind of think they fixed that. That was kind of when it first came out. I don't think they have fixed that, you know, the expanding of the gas can. This one, you know, will expand a little bit. Nothing. And actually, it's even better than the no spill. The no spill too will, you know, invert and expand a little bit. Nothing. I mean, the Sure Can is I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I said, maybe I'll put a link to that Sure Can video. But, and, you know, obviously for the homeowner, you know, these cans aren't that expensive if you are looking. And what's great about them too, they're great for the, you know, homeowner, because you can stack these up. They are great space savers. You kind of don't have to, you know, maybe you got, and they also obviously sell diesel cans that are yellow. Obviously, you know, different types of fuels. They have different types of cans, but maybe you have kind of, you know, 4 or 5 different, you know, maybe you got 2 diesels, 2 regular, maybe you got mix. What's great about these, I mean, you can stack 5 or 6 of these up against the wall instead of kind of taking up so much space, you know, in your garage. So that's another great feature. Again, I think when you put everything together, this is, you know, one of the best cans out there. I did crack my little top here, but it's not, you know, FUELWORX is fault for that. But all in all, guys, I think it's the best can out there still, and not a big deal here for this rib cage. Again, just some extra protection. I don't know, maybe you want to put a little Gorilla Glue or Loctite on these little, if you can kind of see them in there, right, those little latches that kind of latch into those holes there. But not really sure. And I'm sure, you know, the people at FUELWORX, I haven't talked to them since they sent these cans over, but they got a 3-year warranty. So I'm sure if you do have an issue, maybe, you know, you're having, this keeps popping out on you, I'm sure they will send you over a new one. But, you know, obviously you'll have to talk to FUELWORX about that. But all in all, guys, I think it's the best can out there. So if you're looking for one, check out FUELWORX. I'll catch you. And they're sold, I think, at Amazon. I think Tractor Supply started selling these too now. And I think even Walmart. So you can get them really anywhere. Just obviously type them into Google and you'll see them. But I'll see if I can find a link. But I'll catch you guys.